Hey guys, we're finally on X, so smash that follow button at Cartier Family, eating with the Z, for your daily dose of content. From video clips to exclusive behind the scenes stuff that we can't even post on YouTube. We'll be posting about politics, just random viral funny stuff, and sports, you name it.
This judge committed multiple elements of reversible error, and he did it while his daughter has made a ton of money off of Democratic candidates, and while he himself donated to the Biden campaign.
So let me repeat the question.
You cannot say that this trial was anything more than politics masquerading as justice. And yes, I will help Donald Trump. I will help Donald Trump however I think that I can, Wolf, because if we allow this to happen, it's so much bigger and so much more troubling than Donald Trump. If we allow this standard that you can throw your political opponents in jail because they're doing better than you in an election, it will be the end of this country as we know it.
That's real.
Yeah.
No, it will be the end of this country because then people just going to weaponize the justice system and it's just going to spiral from here and snowball. Like, it's only a matter of time until it gets worse and someone dies. Like, something crazy will happen from this.
Has been getting destroyed the past 2 days. People are going on there cooking. Everybody on CNN.
No, for real. I'm sorry, y'all. I
have
have to say it,
Did
bro.
he have mascara?
I look like that man.
I mean, bro, now
He probably has makeup on. They probably did the back room.
So they're gonna hit you with some mascara though?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe
On your eyelashes?
Okay, well, I don't know that.
maybe he just has long eyelashes.
No, bro, you could tell regular long
I know,
eyelashes
look a little
than
dark, bro.
mascara.
But either way, he cooked.
He did
cooked.
cook.
Okay, this is another clip that happened on CNN.
So the jury instructions are so important. They're sort of dry, but they're crucial. They're the last thing the jury will hear before they disappear into that jury room to deliberate. And we, as a criminal justice system, we do the best we can. We try to have the judge explain it in non-legal, understandable terms. Some part of the jury instruction is easy to understand. For example, it's up to you, the jury, to assess the credibility of the witnesses. Anyone can understand that. Other parts get really deep into the weeds, usually when we get into the elements of the crime. And what happened today when the parties were arguing about what the jury instruction should be and should not be absolutely blew my mind. I need to call this out. We collectively, prosecutors, are pushing the boundaries of due process here. The general back and forth in the courtroom today was the defense lawyers saying, Your Honor, please tell the jury specifically what the other crime is, right? Prosecutors have to prove falsified records for another crime. Defense lawyers were begging him. They have to know what the other crime is. And prosecutors were saying, no, let's keep it very vague and general. It's a bizarro world. I know that there is some aggressive reading of the New York statute that says, well, the jury doesn't really have to know what the other crime is. But to me, that suggests that the DA's office is hell-bent on getting the conviction now and worry about the fallout.
I didn't even think about that. Trump did not get on the stand.
Yeah, they're just trying their hardest to just book him with something and try to derail his campaign and smear him to the American people and the media. And it's failing. It's failing very sadly. As we saw, Trump raised $60 million since the conviction is the last I saw.
To be honest with you,
last I saw, it's probably grown since then. So, I mean, he went up 6 points in the predictions. Like, everything they're doing to try and stop him has failed. It's continued to fail. Like,
Joe Biden is a dictator, bro.
Joe Biden is, and
that's some dictator moves.
They're
right
talking
there.
about people are actually stupid believing that. They're calling it what, Project 2025, where Trump will come in and become an authoritarian dictatorship. You're not only a dumbass if you believe that. You're extremely fucking stupid if you think that's real. That's fear mongering. It's lies. It's nonsense to try and discredit Trump, and they're trying everything they can to derail this campaign to keep the Joe Biden administration in power, and it's failing. It's all failing. The liberal media is trying to poison the American people. They're a threat to democracy.
They definitely
we
are.
see the real threat to democracy.
They're reversing it on the people that believe in this shit.
It's all propaganda and lies, and it's a threat to democracy.
Reverse uno. Y'all believe this shit, but Joe Biden's really the problem. I just don't get this shit, man.
No,
it's
I'm
not
not.
even
I'm
the same
comparing
thing. I don't even know what that
system
statement
of
means.
justice.
But what I'm saying is that you witnessed a railroading prosecution in New York. Couple that with the fact that you have two men running for president. One had classified documents in his house when he was a vice president and when he was a United States senator. The Department of Justice has come out and said that we're not going to prosecute because we frankly think he's an elderly gentleman who shouldn't go before prosecution.
Ooh.
That's what the Hur report says. Conversely, you have
cases,
Jack Smith
yes.
seeking those same charges. But you're talking about the justice system, so let's talk about it. You have Jack Smith, who with the same situation, actually not even the same situation, because Donald Trump is a former president allowed to have documents under the Presidential Records Act, and Jack Smith is trying to throw the book at Donald Trump. We've already seen a two-tier system of justice, and now you're watching it unfold with this guilty verdict in New York City. That's why I'm saying you have a lot of people in our country, a lot of them who are not just Republicans, who are looking at this verdict and they are saying this is a sham, this is politicization of the justice system, this is election interference against Donald Trump. And they view it that way because they see whether it's Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, they are treated very, very differently than if it's Donald Trump. You and I both know. They never brought a charge like this against anybody else in New York City. They bring it against Donald Trump. Why? Because they simply want to get him. And that is wrong.
CNN needs to stop going on air. They're literally doing this for views. They would not have views if it wasn't for Donald Trump. That's literally the only time I go on CNN or any people hear about CNN. Oh my God, but they know they're getting cooked. They know they're getting cooked.
Yeah,
this
crazy.
is getting bad.
It's nonsense.
Like this is nothing but clips of CNN just getting embarrassed.
You see that in London? They was cheering for Trump. That was
Seriously?
yeah, in London.
Oh, this is right here actually.
Yeah, I sent it in the group chat.
Damn.
His leadership is needed to save the West.
Whoa.
That's insane.
Whoa.
Flooded. They are destroying our cultures. They're bringing us down. It's an attack on the West. And there's only one person who's going to stop it. And you have that opportunity in November with this legend.
Wow. They even tired because they going through the same problem over there too.
Dude, theirs is worse.
Yeah.
Theirs is worse.
Like, bro, they're
Is
not
that
taking
Ilhan
any.
Omar?
They're not taking any W's. When has it been a Democrat W?
That's crazy.
That is insane.
That is crazy.
Tim Scott, who obviously wants to be the vice president, he posted a full-minute video saying that Alvin Bragg is the only one who's guilty, called the trial sham and a witch hunt. The only verdict that matters is the one at the ballot box. Okay, but, you know, Rubio literally compared the trial to Cuban show trials. Kristi Noem called it a rigged trial. Ted Cruz says this is a kangaroo court. Byron Donalds, this is election interference. These enablers are what enable Trump to create his ecosystem. And they are incentivized to do that because either they want to be the vice president, they want to be in his good order, and because he is the leader of the Republican Party. This is the Republican Party.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you said you've triggered me thoroughly.
Oh, I didn't mean to trigger. I'm just reading quotes.
Because Byron Donalds, who is from East Flatbush, Brooklyn, as myself, and Tim Scott, who is from the great state of South Carolina, and Marco Rubio, who is Latino, they know damn well who normally ends up at the bottom of this criminal justice
system. Who are the actual victims of a two-tiered system of justice, which he has co-opted that term.
They know exactly that what they're saying is not just factually incorrect, that in the state where Byron Donalds is a congressman, his governor, Ron DeSantis, has dog-walked black voters for voting. They understand fully because they have lived in the bodies of black men, those two black men, and they're willing to...
Time on, bro. Time on.
So she trying to say they're not black?
Y'all hear this shit,
She's trying to show that they're not black?
She's trying to attack their fucking character because they're black Republicans. I hate that bald head. You have on a wig, bitch!
Oh, we ain't got
when
this.
She kept on smiling, that just pissed me off.
I do not
the
like
smile
Joy
pissed
Reid.
me off more than what she just said.
This is pure grifting.
I like her coat she got on. She had to do all this extra.
Man, that shit ugly.
Actual victims of a two-tiered system of justice, which he has co-opted that term.
They know exactly that what they're saying is not just factually incorrect, that in the state where Byron Donalds is a congressman,
as a black man, this is
his
insulting.
governor, Ron DeSantis, has dog-walked black voters for voting. They understand fully because they have lived in the bodies of black men, those two black men, and they're willing to sell themselves cheap.
Sell themselves.
Cheap. Not even Clarence Thomas will do that. At least he requires it to be expensive.
Oh my God.
For them, it can be absolutely dirt cheap, free.
Do you hear
That's
this?
the cheapest it could be.
Do you hear this?
To sell your soul and the lives and memory of all of the black men and women and brown men and women who have suffered in a criminal justice system where where they can't delay it, where the Supreme Court won't help them, where they won't have Samuel Alito fly an upside-down flag for them, where they won't have any of the benefits that Donald Trump has used to kill every case but this one, including humiliating Fani Willis in Georgia to try to shame her out of prosecuting him. The good thing, the one good thing that happened here is that this case was brought in a state that no Republican controls. Because if it did, the same thing that happened in Georgia would have happened here. Thank God for the state of New York, Donald Trump's home state, because there was no way for him to interfere with the process of justice. And in this rare instance, as somebody who's quite critical many times of the criminal justice system, the system actually worked the way it is supposed to work.
She's the devil!
Did y'all hear the absolute grift? She said they sold themselves out because they're black men, talking about how the justice system works and how the justice system disproportionately affects black men. And they always try to.
But her president made policies for that.
Yeah, the president made policies for that. First of all, as a black man, that's fucking insulting to hear that shit.
The jury instructions are so
extremely
important.
fucking insulting. Second off, I hate that liberals always try to group in black people and other non-white people together. As a black person, I'm sick of that shit. Our struggle is not theirs. We're not them. We're not the same. Period. Stop that shit.
Am I tripping?
Second off, I just don't like Joy Reid. Like, how are you gonna come up there and attack their blackness and who they are as a person because they have a different political stance than you, saying they sold out and they sold themselves cheap, and saying that Clarence Thomas wouldn't even do that, also throwing him under the bus because he's a black Republican, like saying that you're not a full black person and you don't stand with black people because you're a Republican. And that was just an attack on their character. It was low, it was cheap, it was pathetic. You're literally a black person wearing a wig. Why won't you wear your real hair on TV? Do you not love yourself as a black woman? Why won't you wear your black woman hair?
Chill out, bro. You know she probably bald head under there.
Bald headed.
You can't do that. Stop. They're gonna say
So hold on, am I tripping though? She
give a damn.
basically just said if this trial was in a different state, this outcome might not have happened.
Oh, that's 100% what she said, because it's Democrat controlled and this is a Democrat freaking weaponization of the justice system.
So they just admitted it, bro.
Yeah,
That's insane. Oh my gosh. Hey guys.
If there was a Republican in power in the state, they might have threw a wrench in this shit and said, look, like, this is bull.
Yeah, we're fucked. We might be fried, guys. I'm gonna keep it on. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, we might be fried, guys. Because if this is how this is gonna go, if Trump does not get into office,
I just can't get over when Biden yesterday really smiled.
That was insane, man.
They
think they've won. They think they've done something. They think they've derailed the campaign.
Yeah, it gets worse and worse, guys. Let us know what y'all think, guys.